Hello guys, so welcome to today's evening show. My name is CHUKS and you're on JFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program, for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, I must start tonight's show. All right, so reports reaching me from Chris Whitley will be one of the Arsenal correspondents. Nine the fact that William Saliba will be out for 3 to 4 weeks with an ankle injury, which is quite long. I don't expect it to go long like this, but that's the reality. Saliba is going to be out for 3 to 4 weeks. Now, within this time frame, we are going to play some important games. Get at least the games we'll get. Not be saying all of them they too important like that, but at least one a very, very solid game. So these are the next 4 games where we go play. So I want to believe after these 4 games, Saliba should be back. So Nottingham Forest, yes, we can still survive without Saliba. Mosquera can deputize. But you see this match against Atletico Bilbao, that one too, I think we can still deputize without Saliba. But this Man City, because Saliba and Haaland, they get this good relationship. Maybe anytime that one will meet, Saliba, they pocket my guy. So this is going to be another big test for Mosquera after him pass the Anfield test. Because forget the 3, 4, 5 minutes where Saliba play for Anfield. Now Mosquera really play and say get. So all things being equal, I want to give him that benefit of the doubt. Saying go deputize when go do okay. As long as say Baba dey next round. Because so make Saliba just say go take recover. Now when you monitor what's they happen for all these the World Cup qualifiers and all these games that they play, you will see say it has been raining injuries. Many people they get injuries. For example, look at the one where Dembele don't get before. Where PSG the para say okay, they get a back match in the next 25 days. So how they go come do Dembele now it is reported that he's going to be out for 6 weeks. They never talk about Dembele won't finish. When they hear from Desiree Doué, so Desiree Doué already leave the France team camp after a calf injury, according to RMC. They constantly remind us say PSG is going to face Barcelona in 25 days. So the battle between PSG and the French Football Federation about to go mad yet. So, but that one are their own cup of rice. And they monitor our own Arsenal players and they see what they do for their own games and they play it gets. So I thank God say I never hear any bad news so far. And make it just continue like that. Now be my honest prayer. Yes, we just continue like that. We get make our rivals they get injury. I mean, because then say we play make our own players they get injured. Na normal level. Don't be say we wicked. Say na normal level. Now, in the morning I talked about the Arsenal women's first game against London City Queens. So the WSL is on the way. So Arsenal played against this team. In fact, they got a scare. So this London City Queens, the first of all score, the boss net back. Everybody gonna fear say, if like say that this one come beat Arsenal for Emirates Stadium. Before you know, Arsenal pack and give them back. The new sign where Arsenal sign Olivia Smith, almost 1 million. That the lady first boss net get. So like Chloe Kelly, the Blackstenius, get them Florema. So they just snack them. 4-1. Are they happy? So they've started on a good note. So we can continue like that. Let us see this season. Because this season, I go really follow them. Now, just say when I know they really watch Arsenal women. If I drop their videos or talk about them, I know they really watch the videos. So that's why I say, okay, maybe I don't really like them. That's why if you watch, I know they too talk more about them. But this season, I will still monitor them, make I see whether they go fit do one. Because they want to break the monopoly of Chelsea. So I'll be watching them. Now, away from that, in the morning, I also mentioned the England under 19 and Spain under 19. So they don't play today. So, and this our young boy, Max Dolman, he also played for the match. They said the guy at 15, he's not supposed to play for this under 19, but they don't fast forward that. He don't go play there and he starts. So he helped the team. In fact, we called the guy reported for the match, they found my guy like 10 times. So TNT Sports, they carry and say Max Dolman, 15-year-old, was fouled 10 times in the first half alone. As in, they don't say this one, every old boy will dribble anybody. You know, green my guy. Even your old boy go jack baran, but they will not bully my guy. They will follow up and down and say confirm. Now the only thing they fit do, they don't say if they come clean, they don't be collect off my hand. So the best thing to for my guy. So at least they no lose because they ended up playing 3-3 because the Spain said Spain good on their own rights. So now 3-3 match just end. So part of the international friendly, so Cristiano Ronaldo, Omo, Baba Boston from outside the TC bombing. TNT Sports say Ronaldo almost took the net off. But the attention or the focus was on his mascots. The mascot just cry. When you are in the presence of greatness, why just cry? As in, be contained in joy. Ronaldo just look the ball, but just cry, go look Ronaldo face, just cry. But it is what it is. At the end of before the match, they also did a minute of silence for Diogo Jota, who died, through accident. May so rest in peace. Yes, so they also did that one. Even when Joe Cancelo scored, he also celebrates like Cristiano Ronaldo. In fact, the media can look at 38-year-old Lionel Messi and 40-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo who are still scoring in World Cup qualifiers. Easy. Yes. So that one said day. Now, away from that, Fabrizio Romano can let us know say Andre Onana of Manchester United is on his way to Trabzonspor of Turkey. He gets Onana Bomba. He gets based on the new goalkeeper with Manchester United on sign. So them call it talk say okay, Onana can go, Binder can go. So it's going to be joining Trabzonspor on loan, 1 year loan. He gets. So well, now I make a look like for you. As long as Onana no be first choice, he don't come up for Man U. Binder don't come up for Man U. Man U defense will still be decent because that kind of act better. And they talk like on time. That kind of baskets. Yeah, so the best way they will do now, they pursue. Once they don't pursue now, everywhere go good. So they say Trabzonspor want Onana to be available for selection for their match against Fenerbahce, but they will play anytime soon. Even though Onana said they consider the move according to Ben Jacobs. So all things being equal, is expected to leave. Now, in the same light, we can't get clarity. According to the Metro and according to Fabrizio Romano, that Arsenal have made their final decision on Leandro Trossard joining Besiktas. Remember, say in the morning, I see they talk and when they talk, say Arsenal and Besiktas are still in talks. So they call the talk say, maybe Arsenal won't sell the guy, but it has been finalized that Arsenal are not prepared to sell Leandro Trossard to Besiktas ahead of the Turkish transfer deadline next week. We don't have any plans to sell him. In fact, we want to get from TBR Football that despite only recently tying Leandro Trossard down to a new contract, Arsenal will assess his future at the club and the January transfer window, which is what I was saying. When I talk, say it don't really make any sense for you to sell Trossard now because how you want to replace him. So I believe say them Arsenal say they don't reason now. So okay, if you want go, just chill. January, you feel leave. So now the mindset now. So when we get to January, depending on how the guy done the bar and depending on how he mind it, if he say now from start they say I want to go, I want some, but January night say okay, I want to stay. Nobody really know. So, but if you want to go, I don't want to hold anybody down. Maybe person won't come out to call the time down. No, I don't want us to have an unhappy player in our ranks. So if we say one leave for January, at least we will get better replacements. Players go there now for January, we will sign that one at Shola. So me, I know the word like Fabrizio Romano reported the same story. Arsenal not planning for Trossard to exit despite links with Besiktas. Moving the recent days, Trossard already agreed a new deal, so we don't have any plan to dispose of the guy. Now, one of the pundits, when he normally endorsed Troy Deeney, don't come as I call the dog say Manchester City should have signed 30 million Arsenal player this summer to address their weak points. Who is he talking about? Mosquera. Say now Manchester City supposed to sign that player. So why they allow Arsenal go sign up? Troy Deeney believes Man City should have signed Christian Mosquera. Deeney, speaking on the Football Exchange podcast, said Christian Mosquera would have been a good shout for Manchester City. Now, when you read the entirety of the report, you can claim say people like John Stones, Ruben Diaz, say they don't feel run again based on the injuries they don't get for the past. So when it comes to Togbera, they fear to run. And center backs, maybe one of the guys that Aston said, center back said Deeney, who's the guy that came in? Mosquera. Maybe him. Because John Stones and Diaz have been great, but they look now like they have lost a yard on their step, like they are scared to sprint before they get injured. Now, when I read the entirety of the report, never did I see a place. I did not see one portion of that report The player where they admire, say Arsenal get, when they talk say Man City is supposed to get them. Inside that report, there should have been a place where you go at least thank Arsenal, their recruitment, thank Andrea Berta for identifying this gem we nobody see. Now we can go get them, but no, you know them for their agenda. The player good, but you cannot thank Arsenal for getting him. Like nothing, no attribution, nothing, no flowers, no gift. Better at least. Better than I don't get this guy Dozier when he on the Atletico Madrid. He wanted to sign the player for Atletico Madrid. As he can come here, he can come sign up for us. Tell Atletico say, you see this boy, sign up, he good. You go need that. Even when the first sign, many Arsenal fans said we are not that satisfied. They were like, wait, did you defend that again? But when we saw what he did at Anfield, if not for the Anfield game, will Troy Deeney be coming out to say Man City should have, like, imagine the audacity and the temerity that Man City should have gotten him. Man City did not say the guy they exist. All this, in fact, so one hour senior enter my DM say Sachuk said, you see most of all this pundits, all this Stankoli, Gary Neville, Jimmy Carragher, Troy Deeney, all these people. So most times they come out and speak rubbish intentionally to elicit a response from you. Just like a response to stimulus. It's rage bait. They want to fill you with rage so that you will comment, so that you will talk, to move traffic onto their page. Now the aim, and I want to believe it is true. Because look at how enraged I am. Most times, you see with their galas, you see Troy Deeney, these people who check out their comments. In the truth, they talk about Arsenal off points, Babanla off points. That's so it always be. All right, away from that, so we're going to check England versus Andorra. So England versus Andorra, it ended 2-0. So you see this match, and the match only bring in a lot of controversies. Not really controversy, but people don't reason they target Arsenal players. Now the match ends 2-0. One own goal when the magic is crossed, the Andorra player another enter net. Then Declara itself, he bust net, he be 2-0, he end. Now after the match, many people come they target Eberechi. That Eberechi was very wasteful. This is a report by the Metro. England 2-0, Andorra player ratings. Eberechi is wasteful as Noni Madueke shines. For me, Madueke was like the man of the match when I watched the game. So when you read the entirety of this report, we're going to talk about England conjuring a 2-0 victory versus Andorra, qualifying at the Villa Park, blah, 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 blah. You get. So now, when you go down the reports, you constantly they talk about Noni Madueke, they give him 8 ratings. Madueke shine, dream bull, as in the guy is sharp. Very direct. No man, I wouldn't expect because you say for England, now him they deputize for Bukayo Saka. If Saka no, they just like for Arsenal. If Saka no, they now himself go deputize. So they league they like a pot of soup. The guy went near him at G. The guy said go testify. Now for Eberechi, Eze tested Ika Alvarez with a low shot on the 15 minutes mark, but it was a routine save for the Andorra keeper. Involved in the build-up for the own goal, though, the Arsenal man was unable to convert a chance before half-time and another one early in the second half. Overall, the Arsenal man had a few chances to be clinical in the number 10 position, but didn't really take them and was wasteful. Substituted off in the 78th minutes. Nobody there. Even TBR. In fact, TBR, I don't know how they take inside Mikel Arteta mind. They can say, Mikel Arteta is surely worried by what Eberechi kept doing in England versus Andorra 2-0. The media now are targeting Eberechi. That is a shit packer. That is very wasteful. Shana, like this will come play for Arsenal. Eberechi has to be more clinical given the way Mikel Arteta sets up. Now, when Eberechi never play for Arsenal, when they play for Crystal Palace, nobody bats an eye on anything Eberechi do. Nobody they remember him saying they play. But ever since he come they wear the Arsenal shirts, anything when do now they go scrutinize them with microscope. They go check the in total. Anything when you do. Why? Because he's an Arsenal player. You see the hypocrisy. You see the double standard. That is just the way it is. But no, yeah, me I know say you as a player, you cannot have a great game every time you play. There will always be an off day in the office, a bad day in the office. It may happen. That's why at the talk, say those people they speculate, say if to say Eberechi go do this, some days you go get off day, now normal level. Even this Arsenal when they wear Arsenal shirts, Some days go call them, will give am chances on the platter of gold. You go goop am, go write am down. You go see am. You go throw am. Some days you go be a Snapchat. You no go play well. Na normal level dey happen. No be every day Saka dey play well. No be every day Saliba dey play well. Even Maguire himself go do mistake one or two. Na normal level. So all this one I know the fall get, but na normal level sha. But make I know na mind dey get. But the way the media they target our own players. Now coming to Nigeria, I spoke about Nigeria in the morning. So Nigeria still made us proud somehow, but if you check the social media, they're blasting the players. They didn't really live up to expectation. Ordinary Rwanda, I know if you beat them. They come out see me early. If I make a no life for you, I don't even watch. I know what the game. I watch. But Nigeria, I don't even the best. Yes, because I don't really see them qualify for this World Cup. The most they can get is that second place. Yes. And what is the guarantee that they are going to be the best second team? But nobody them. Yes. So I know just know. We'll just watch. Anyhow it be. We'll just watch. Now, was it not yesterday when I talk about Fabrizio Romano and sources? That Fabrizio Romano must be bribing sources to give him some scoop. So for some reason, Fabrizio Romano can reveal today how intake they get the information. I don't know why listen to me, but they talk say that's they pay sources. So how can they explain how? Now, you can explain say how do I get information on transfers? Many players send me DMs directly. On Fabrizio Romano also send them DMs, or Fabrizio Romano send them DMs to ask for information. Sometimes they tell me, this one I go off me, I just laugh. They say, sometimes they tell me, please, can you say something about me? Because I want to leave the club. Jesus Christ. So indirectly, Fabrizio Romano don't know, so what thing they talk now, they say, they connive with players to put club on high jump. Fabrizio Romano will all break out. Bah, so club won't buy this player want to, you know what's like the player they give at the school. At least they go. Player feel they do maybe contract terms now with club now. Maybe the tech club say, okay, I want £200,000 per week. Club say, oh no, for your father, I will give you 150. Player feel go with Fabrizio Romano say, and now say this other third party won't buy me and they're ready to pay me any amount. If the club wants to that, the club will say, oh yeah, come and take it 200. Like I just the add one plus one equals to 2 for my head. Say, Fabrizio, you're not supposed to talk this kind of thing. Nobody is supposed to release for the public domain, but I don't know why I release that. It's just sometimes they tell me, please, can you say something about me because I want to leave the club. Yes. Well, at least we don't know how it be now. So away from that, so when you say as this Daniel Levy don't come out for Tottenham Hotspur, former Arsenal CEO Vinay Venkatesham, now don't they in charge for Tottenham Hotspur now. This Vinay did for Arsenal for many years. In fact, I saw a report by the BBC where they said Daniel Levy was one of the best known executives in football. His name is synonymous with the reputation as a tough negotiator. One of the big questions after his sudden departure as Spurs executive chairman on Thursday was how will Tottenham Hotspur fill that void? But it looks like we have an answer. It's the Vinay show now. So Vinay Venkatesham was appointed Tottenham Hotspur chief executive in April, less than a year after leaving his role as Arsenal CEO. He had been at the Gunners in total for 14 years. Now Vinay is one that will be at the helm of affairs for Tottenham Hotspur. If I want to get more reports, then Levy said they talk say, you don't even know see they go for sure. You get now the morning when they release that report, now they even tell him, you know, even they aware, which is not actually right because he's a minority shareholder. He's supposed to be kept in the loop. Highest. How far when you step down, you said we don't try. You get because I saw the reports when the guy take over Tottenham Hotspur, they were valued at £900,000. Now they are valued at 2.something billion, 900 million rather, 900 million. Now 2.something billion. You get so incept try, regardless of all the nonsense they do, incept try. You get you don't bring the club up. Now away from that, so they see pictures of our captain Odegaard. They don't get new haircuts. You can't say maybe the guy don't be ready when he come back after this international break. You can't display everywhere. Me, I didn't happy. Me come back, sha. Like I really need it. So let's bring you a message from one of our sponsors, Mobile World Associates and Co Limited. They are into construction services, dredging, canalization, real estate, and shore protection works. They are also into mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services nationwide. So if you want to reach out to them, you can call them on +234 8064642234. At the same time, they're located at number 7 Ekeniwo Road, or Razi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Port Harcourt. So if you're interested in any of their services, please do reach out to them. So the biggest news of the night, let me the fact say William Saliba, we don't hear how long he will be out with injury. Saliba is going to be out for 3 to 4 weeks while he recovers from his injury, and that's, we can just wish him quick recovery. So with that being said, I think it's a fine place for us to call the show and end. So come here with tomorrow morning to give you the morning news. So then thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your night. Now good night. I don't get out. All right, guys. Ciao.